Hello everyone, I'm Anthony, the Eclectic Chef, talking to you today from my English kitchen, and today the story's about a sauce. Tonight it's going to be served over half of a piece of pork tenderloin that I have left over from yesterday and some pork sausages. So in summary, yes, it's a sauce for pork. Because it's pork base, we're going to use chicken stock. You could use pork stock, which is like chicken stock, very neutral, and can be used with in a lot of cases. But we're using chicken stock today, which we're reducing by 50%. And our main flavouring is going to be Calvados. Total 400 millilitres of stock, 200 millilitres of Calvados. Total 600 millilitres, and we're reducing that all down to 200 millilitres. So we're left with a third. Lots of flavour packed in there. To ride on the back of the Calvados, we're going to soften half an apple, finely chopped, in some butter, and add that. I don't really care if it cooks into the sauce or not, but I want some texture in this sauce. So I've peeled a stalk of celery, chopped it up fairly fine, and we're going to soften those bits in butter too, but not till they're really soft. We're going to all fold that into the sauce, thicken it with a little bit of roux, and serve that over the pork tenderloin and the sausages. You know, I've made this up myself. It didn't come out of a book or off somebody else's YouTube. But I'm looking for a mixture of taste and texture here. And by the way, I think the celery will add a nice bit of extra taste too. So, it's not a long video. I hope you enjoy it, and welcome back to my kitchen.
Well, you're probably wondering why you're looking at a still picture instead of a video, and that's a good question. The answer is, a certain person not a million miles from here thought he was taking video and he was taking still. But what you're looking at is our chicken stock getting set to bubble up and be reduced down to 200 ml. We'll come back and show you what it looks like in a little bit.
Apart from the reduced chicken stock, these are the other ingredients we're going to put into our sauce. We have 200 millilitres of Calvados, in this case Sassy brand. I've used it before. Luckily I have just enough. We have half of an apple peeled and finely chopped, and I have one stalk of celery, which I also peeled because I don't want it to be stringy, and finely chopped. We're going to cook these two ingredients in butter, soften them, particularly the apple, soften it up. We're going to cook them separately. Add that, lightly cook the celery because I want a bit of crunch and bite. Celery's in there both for taste and texture. I'm not showing any roux because I haven't made it yet. Back with you in a bit. Okay, chicken stock's down to just under 200 ml actually, so in goes the Calvados. We're back up to 400 ml now. Keep reducing till we get back to 200 ml. Now we've got the alcohol pretty much boiled off. I have to say there's a delightful aroma coming off this reduction of the chicken stock and the Calvados. You can really smell the apples in the Calvados. Okay, here's our chicken stock and Calvados reduction at 200 millilitres. So the total fluid we've started out with is 600 ml, and we're now down to 200. So I say this every time, just think about the flavour that's packed in there. You might also just check out the colour and how it's darker. I've been very happy with the way this has worked out. We're going to hold this until just before service. Add our sauteed apple, sauteed celery, and then thicken it with a little roux. Here's our apple pieces, being gently sauteed. They're about done, soft enough. Not crispy, not soft, halfway. and we've managed to boil all the water off. So now we'll do the same to the celery, which we want to remain a little crisper. Yeah, that's steam on this lens, I'm sorry about that. Here's the celery, a little less well done than the apple, but I think we're about right, bearing in mind this is to provide crunch as well as taste. Here's the sausage plated up in the sauce. I'll show you the tenderloin in a sec. Here's my pork tenderloin, plated with tarragon, new potatoes and asparagus. I've had a taste of the sauce, folks. This is going to be really, really good. Okay, so let's have a few quick closing words. Sauce worked out great over both sausage and pork tenderloin. I had two of the guests who were wowed by it. I don't think they get sauces like this very often, but anyway, no, this worked out really, really well. And by the way, you can use pork stock if you want. It's pretty neutral like chicken stock. And I served this to the sous chef over a little bit of chicken breast tonight, and she just sucked it up. So it works very well with chicken too. So I hope you enjoyed this sauce episode, and I'd really suggest you make some chicken stock, get some Calvados and give it a try.